Yo,
Yo, what's up, bro?
what's good, bro? How you doing?
I'm chilling. It's a little slow today, but I'm
Yeah,
good. I'm
chilling,
good.
chilling. That's
Yeah.
what's up. All right, let's get this on the road then.
Yes, sir.
All right, Doggz, right?
Yes, sir. Jalen,
Uh,
Doggz, Hemphill.
gotcha. So, another episode of the Jiggy with this podcast. Got my boy Doggz here.
Thanks for
So,
having me.
no problem. Thanks for being on. So, first question I wanted to ask you:
Sure.
your music. What was the inspiration behind that? Like, what? Like, it's like artists like kind of inspired you, or like some type of like inspiration behind all this?
Yes, I have so many inspirations. It was
Hmm
Janet Jackson. It was Slick Rick. It's Mary J. Blige. It's Brandy. There's
hmm
Belle Biv DeVoe. It's a lot of
hmm
inspirations, but the main inspiration was just it's about healing.
hmm
Finding self-love.
Yeah.
It's lessons that I've learned in a just thinking back on life and relationships and what I've learned about those relationships, and I was able to really just sit down and think of everything that I've thought about. Like, they became epiphanies. Those epiphanies became the songs. So
hmm
yeah, it's just something that helped me
Just
heal
kind of
and
reflecting on life.
right,
Yeah.
everyday life stuff. Yeah,
hmm Yeah. 'Cause for me, because like I was thinking like, yeah, like his style, like I'm listening to your music, and I'm like, it's so like 80s to 90s, and I'm
that's
like, yo,
right.
like this is
Yeah,
like a different type of sound. And I really like it. I'm like this is
right.
dope. Like you don't
Thank
have a lot
you.
of artists who has that type of style. Most of his style is just like the trap style or
Right,
things like that. So like
right,
to hear a sound like that is really something refreshing, I should say.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right.
So congratulations on the debut album, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So what was the creative process behind that? Hmm
It took me 2.5 months. Like I said,
Uh-huh.
I was just sitting down, thinking, reflecting on my life and relationships, friendships,
hmm
all types of relationships. And I was just sitting thinking about everything that I had been through.
hmm
And it helped me to understand myself.
hmm
So I was able to just do some shadow work on myself. It's
Yeah.
just do spiritual work, be honest with myself, and kind of just
Mm.
put the pieces together of what I found out about myself. And I was just able to write down what I've come to realize about myself. Like, oh, okay, this is what this is, and that's how the
Mm.
songs came about. It took me 2.5 months to do the album, and I've
Okay.
never written so fast. Like, I was
Yeah.
just writing. Like, I've never written that fast,
Yeah.
created songs that fast ever. So I was
hmm
just following my spirit and just was following what I felt was right, and I was able to. That's how I was able to do the album.
Okay. That's dope then. Because I know it take well, some artists are different, some comes like that. Some like,
Yeah,
fully break down everything, every detail with the album.
right,
It's like so 2 months I feel like that's like a good time period to do something.
right.
hmm
And
So
then I was able
okay.
to. And then once the album came out, the album was finished. I was like, okay, perfect time because I planned to put it out around my birthday. So I
Yeah.
dropped the album 2 days after my birthday. Okay, this is a new chapter. This is a new beginning. We starting
hmm
fresh. We healed now. Now it's
Yeah.
time to give the world this new Jalen, what I've learned about
Yeah.
myself. So
hmm
it was perfect timing indeed.
hmm So going back to that, so like was there any other like idea of dropping the album before then, or like this was like you just felt like you had to like figure everything out first for yourself?
Oh yeah, literally, I
Yeah.
have been working on a project for the past 3, 4 years.
Damn.
This before, yeah, because I didn't have a producer. I didn't have a
hmm
DJ. I was learning. I was producing and recording my own stuff on my own.
hmm
So it just so happens that when I was still in school at the time, I was doing like singles on the side and putting those out. And
hmm
then it just got to a point where I was like, you know what? I met my friend. We're very close. He
hmm
became my producer and DJ. He was, we bonded. We got to know each other. He was telling me about his process and how he do beats and stuff. And he was
hmm
willing to work with me because he understood my style and my creative style. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put what I was originally doing to the side and do what feels natural right now.
Yeah,
And
and
that's
that's the best thing.
right.
That's the
Instead
best
of
thing.
planning everything, I have a habit of
Hmm.
planning stuff, and it takes
Yeah,
longer because it's
mm,
not as natural. So
yeah.
I finally went with how I felt, and I was able to come with the album.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of time when you plan it out, you always gonna look at the details, and you're never gonna be like, all right, it's perfect, like, oh, it's right, like, then I should do it now. Like, no, like maybe I should tweak this thing. Like, it's always something
Right,
behind it. So if you just went with the flow like you did,
right,
it's gonna come out good.
exactly, right.
Hmm. So, tell me how you got started with Urban House.
Actually, me and Brian was already cool. And
Yeah,
we was already following each other on Instagram for a minute.
yeah,
And then I got a message from Sharif, who's the
yeah.
head of Urban House. And
Hmm.
he was just like, because he offered, he was like, listen, I want you
Hmm.
to join Urban House. And
Yeah,
the first time I said no.
yeah. Oh
I
wow,
said
really?
no because I'm like, I watch a lot of behind the musics and
Yeah,
drivens and
yeah.
unsung. And you know those stories about
Hmm.
artists who
Hmm.
get duped and they get
Yeah,
played in these
yeah.
labels. So I got scared. I was like, nah, I
Hmm.
don't want that. I'm good. But if you
Uh,
understand the business more, then you wouldn't have
hmm.
no worries.
Hmm.
So the second time around, he asked me, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. And then
Hmm.
from there, I remember we met downtown Brooklyn at a
Hmm.
Barnes and Nobles. We had a conversation. We talked for about an hour, I think,
Hmm.
and the rest was history,
Hmm.
And
That's
that's
those
how
my
I went.
guys right there. Those my guys right
Right,
there. Word, they mad cool. They funny.
right, right.
Yeah, they mad cool. So there,
Yeah.
cause yeah, I met Brian through one of my friends, and then
Mhm.
I met Sharif through Brian basically. So
Right, right,
we just all kind of just got connected.
right.
Yeah, because like when I first started the podcast, my boy was telling me, "Yo, you should interview Brian." I'm like, "Yeah, cool, I'm down for it." And then, because I had already interviewed the artist before, so I'm like, "Yeah, I'm
Right,
cool with that." And then so on, so forth, and then came to you.
right.
So that's dope, though. That's dope. So when did you start making music?
I started making music when I was 23. Me and a friend back when I was in school, we
Hmm.
did a single together called Jimmy's World. It's our
Okay.
version of Common's It's Your World. So the
Oh,
song
okay.
is pretty much about his life story and
Hmm.
pretty much giving a message telling the people who come from the trenches in the hood, like, okay, it's your world. Like, you can make it. Go after your dreams. And I
Hmm.
just sang the chorus. It's your world. It took us a
Hmm.
minute to finish the song, so we
Yeah.
did the video and everything. It was a lot of fun. That was
Uh-huh.
actually my first single, my first music video.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, so you been at this for a while now. Okay, that's good.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's what's up. So, what's next for you? Like, got another project coming out, or
Yeah,
I said you're trying to marinate with this one?
I have surprises coming out. Like
Okay.
yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
I just premiered a new trailer for this new upcoming YouTube series I'm gonna be in called We All We Got.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's directed by my mentor, who's an incredible director and writer.
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to Vera Edwards, Miss Vera Edwards. Shout out to Streetline Video.
Mm-hmm.
She helped create a
Mm-hmm.
lot of stars, a lot of superstars, a
Yeah.
lot of underground people who's been doing
That's
a
dope.
lot. Like, and We All We Got is a series about a family who goes through everyday regular life things, and
Mm-hmm.
in the end they all realize that no matter how much drama they go through, they're all they have. They understand that love is all we need, and family comes first. So I
Mm-hmm.
play a character who's like, he gets discriminated against for his truth, but then the family kind of warms up to him after a while. So we start
Mm-hmm.
shooting for the series the end of next month.
Okay.
But the trailer's out now. I just posted it. It's on my page. It's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That's out now. And then I have another surprise coming up for the summer.
Okay.
I won't
Okay.
say what it is.
All right.
So if you got to look out. You got to stay tuned for that. But
All right.
I'm just staying busy. I'm staying busy. I have
Mm-hmm.
other endeavors too, like helping a friend co-write a book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just I'm not rushing
Renaissance,
anything.
Renaissance man.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
just Yeah, keeping the ball rolling, staying busy.
Definitely, definitely. So then, you already talked about kind of like your inspiration. Like, what about your outfits and your style?
Oh, that's definitely from growing up. I've watched,
Yeah.
like, I
Mm-hmm.
used to go to the park jams and the block parties.
Uh-huh.
That's where my taste, because I grew up on old school hip hop. So I've
Yeah.
watched the DJs,
Mm-hmm.
I watched the B-boys. They used to stand
Mm-hmm.
around in ciphers and how they
Yeah.
communicated, how they dressed. And then I went
Mm-hmm.
ahead and did my own research when I got older. And just watching them, like watching Yo MTV raps and just
Mm-hmm.
studying the rappers, like they had the flat tops, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They had the
Mm-hmm.
colors, they had the
Mm-hmm.
the baggy clothes, the graffiti and all of that. So
Mm-hmm.
I always was like, yo, that's me. Like that's what I want to
Yeah.
do. But I'm an R&B singer, so I just
Mm-hmm.
combined the two worlds together
And
to
it
create
works.
my style.
It seems like it goes together though. Like it seems like it was
Right.
like a perfect fit for you. Like it seems
Right.
like
And I
that's
was
like
able
who you
to
are.
right, and I was able to come
Mm-hmm.
up with my own logo. I have a
Oh,
friend
that's
who did
dope.
this for me. Yeah,
That's
so
fire.
right, half
Mm-hmm.
B-boy, half soul man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
R&B
Yeah.
singer with B-boy swag. So people
Mm-hmm.
used to tell me that all the time. You look like a B-boy from the '80s, and I just kind of ran with that. And then a friend gave me the nickname the R&B boy. So it
Yeah.
just helps me solidify my own identity, having my own
Mm-hmm.
voice, having my own everything. I mean, it's nothing new, but just having my own sound and style and identity is very important to me. So
Yeah. And it's really dope. Like seeing someone like yourself who's so talented and the persona and the swag and everything, it all works together. Like it's all good.
right, right. Thanks,
Yeah.
bro.
No, but no doubt. Cause yeah, when I seen you at the first time we met was at what was that place?
We was in Harlem.
Harlem Nights. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was performing. I was like, yo, this
right,
dude is good. Like with this whole outfit and everything. Like this is fire. Like
right. I had the
like
the jean jacket with the overalls and
yeah.
my custom Tims. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The funny
Yeah.
thing is to hear you say, because you and a couple people said the same thing. They was like, "Oh, you were really dope," and I just
Mm-hmm.
remember that night. Like I couldn't like I felt like I didn't do good. To this
Nah,
day,
I killed
to, to this
it.
day, I never watched that performance from that night.
Really?
I never watched it. Never watched it because I felt like
Yo.
because I'm good at reading energies too. Like, and
Mm-hmm.
that's my problem. Then before I used to think a lot on stage. You're not supposed to just
Mm-hmm.
think. You're supposed to just do you. Like, do your thing, be
Mm-hmm.
free. And I used to
Mm-hmm.
think a lot on the stage, and that's dangerous.
Yeah.
So that's why I
Mm-hmm.
felt like I didn't do good, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why I didn't have the confidence to watch that performance. I was like, I can't do it. Like I'm just not gonna do it. So I avoided
Nah,
it altogether.
I thought y'all killed it though. Like y'all definitely did your
Thank
thing.
you. Thank you.
Definitely, definitely. But thank you for being on my podcast. I really appreciate you. And I really want to hear the next stuff you and watch the next stuff that you coming out with. And
Yes,
the
sir.
album, it's fire, bro. It's fire.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I
No
appreciate it.
problem. No problem. Thank you for joining me. And I
Thanks
hope
for
to hear from
having
you
me.
again. No problem. All right, bro.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Peace out.